Hello, and welcome to Friday Energy Focus of the Week for October 24th through the 30th. Wow, we're getting down to it now, right at the end. And I'm here with Arlene Arnold, the founder of Transformational Tools, for those that are tuning in for the first time. And we are here to do talk about a focus of the month and then of the week, and then have our personal readings. So we're looking forward to it today. Welcome, Arlene.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I see that Winter Ray's here. Hi, Winter Ray. And Sandra, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Our theme for October is for a reminder, release and transform, to steer your course with discerning, compassionate sovereignty. And boy, we have really looked at those words. And boy, I don't know about you, but they pop up nearly every day for me. And
Yes.
the discernment, remember to be compassionate with yourself and others. I mean, it's ongoing. Well, the focus this week, or what we're going to kind of mull around, is to listen to your intuition, draw forward your soul power, immersed uh, immersed in self-love, have confidence in your personal I am, and be unafraid of being in form. Be your true self now and release anything that would keep you from that expression. You know, part of what really focused for me that came up was, of course, listening to your intuition, making, that a priority, but drawing forth your soul power. And we had talked a little bit about soul power last week, um, about really being your personal I am, your who you truly are. And this part being not being afraid of being in form. I thought that was really interesting because I thought, I really hadn't considered, that aspect of it. But, to know that we are here from the I am, and we have that purpose of being here, and being our true selves, that's really confidence building, because when you accept that about yourself, and you're just saying, I do have a purpose here. I am important to the matrix of the whole. Would you like to add to that?
Yeah, I think it's so important for us to realize that we that we are so powerful. Um, I always think of us as majestic as humans if when we're in our soul power, when we're being who we truly are. And I think of soul power a lot because when we talk about sovereignty, standing in your soul power, standing in who you truly are. Wow, there is so much to that. And once we realize that, it becomes an important part of us that we think of a lot, I think. So I'm really excited that we had this particular theme. We don't have our theme yet for November, but it usually is so powerful. And I hope people will just be with that during the whole month.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, Having done the monthly focuses, where we had added that into this, that really, to me, gives us over like an umbrella over the month that
Yeah.
just says, remember this. You know, all the weeks that you're going through, remember this. And that really helps me focus.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, luminary is the luminary for the month. It's love child, which the numbers are 5 and 10. This week, the focus is take responsibility for life through your discernment, so that your little one feels safe within your nurturing strength and through your choices. Hmm, your strength. When Arlene and I were first working together, when we worked on the inner child, we found that sometimes the inner child goes, well, I don't really trust my adult self because
Exactly.
you're not doing what I need you to be doing. And the adult self would have to go, oh, yeah, that's true. How can I help? How can I shift that so that I can show you that have grown into myself and that I can now be of strength to you. So that's what this reminded me of is, our discernment really, really helps that child to feel safe and to feel strengthened and to feel confident that, they're going to be okay through all this. And of course, when we remind them with our, of who we truly are, oh, okay, that also gives a sense of safety and a sense of nurturing. It's interesting to it's always been interesting to me how the child in ourselves needs nurture, and it's just kind of ongoing, and to remind that part of ourselves that was um, in exploration mode. They're really wanting to know what the world's about and what life's about, and how to be in a body and all that kind of stuff. So,
Well, the other thing that just jumped out again for me is living from the strength of innocence.
mhm,
So, when we're talking about sovereignty, we want to have the strength of innocence as part of that, and also the discernment. Because, with everything that goes on in the world, you can kind of get hardened. But you need to go back to that beautiful innocence that you find in children. But also, as an adult, be discerning so that part of you doesn't get hurt in some way.
mhm,
And I just find that it's so important for us to remember that we have this beautiful child inside of us. And in the personal sessions that I've done with people in this last week, this child part came up again and again. And it was one of the things that I suggested, which I will suggest to all of you, is that if you have a child part of you that's really afraid in this world, or that is just not sure about what's going on, and it's really feeling like it doesn't know how to protect itself. So one of the things that you can do is you can stand with that child as your soul power, as your true self, and show that child that they're not alone, that you are here in that power, and they do not have to be afraid. And if they still don't get it, then I suggest that people show them a time in their life when that was present, so that think of a time in your life when you felt really powerful from the soul. And what you do is you visualize that for this child, so the child can see the truth of it and see who you are, and that you are here as a discerning adult, and then they don't have to be afraid.
yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, um, that being alone in it is definitely a child part of us that needs reassurance, just needs to know and remember, and we can help with that.
And once that happens, that child can be our joy and our
Mhm.
fun, but it can't be that if it's scared.
Mhm. Absolutely. Okay, our color card for October is brown, and it is strengthened brown, which I'm just so glad to have that there for grounding and lots of other reasons. What came up this week is your needs are simple. You desire only what you need in this moment. You know that you receive what you need and more. You feel richly blessed. Every day is a day to give thanks. You share this abundant harvest with others. You know, um, to me, this is like when I can focus on that, when I can, say to myself, yeah, I have everything I need in this moment. And I am thankful, so thankful for that. And that energy is what communicates with other people. And it lowers the anxiety in me and in them. It's like what you put out is comes back to you. I keep reminding myself of that, and I think we all, in times that are more stressful, to purposely focus on what you have and what you can give thanks for really helps strengthen that um, knowing and that resolve in yourself. Arlene?
Yeah, I really agree with that, and it's so important. The other thing that came up for me in Brown is a section in the color card book called Nurturing. And what I liked about this, it says your love is never pushy or overbearing, because I think there might have been a time in my life that was a little bit there. And it moves from love to something else when you get pushy and overbearing. It says you are present and ready to serve others as you are needed. So it's like I like this idea of us being uh, life being simple. We can stand ready to serve. We don't have to push ourselves on anybody. We just need to be fully present, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm. 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 I love what Will said about, when we were kids, we used to play with each other and we knew how to have fun together, and to focus on that. Um, yeah, yeah. And Sandra, yeah, we have things we're still healing from. I,
Yep.
I can relate to yours and personally. But yeah, and I, yeah, knowing that we are still in the process, that's what life is. It's to me, it's a process of
Yeah.
moving through each thing and to remember, who we are and use our tools.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, all right. The color card, yeah, is what we just did. So we're now ready to go to this week's cards. And the first one is Awakened. Awakened. Gosh, I just love
I
the sparkle of this one. It just seems so vibrant today. It's the numbers are 4 and 9. 4 and 9. Oh, and this is the part that came through. Awaken from behind a veil of forgetfulness. You're born anew, transformed, and empowered, and ready to serve in a world come of age. With clear and unfaltering resolve, accept your unique role in this time and place of new possibilities. And I wanted to focus on the new possibilities because when we are, to me, when we are focused on gratitude and seeing the things, what we just talked about, being grateful for what we have each day, that opens an expansive state of accepting new possibilities in. And these these little pink things look like what one practitioner a long time ago said are rockets of desire.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's like putting it out there, what we'd love to see come true. And for ourselves personally, for each other, and for the world. And so sending these out, we're part of that awakening that's happening. And as we put those rockets of desire out there, we become even more awakened. And I love the yellow in the middle too, because it's like it is about how we see ourselves and how we see others. And it's surrounded by the green of the heartfelt space. It's just, and the turquoise is like your purpose. So it just really radiates um, those beautiful energies out.
There's lots of energy in it too. I can feel that.
Mhm.
I was thinking as I was looking at this that I wondered if I'll just put this out to all of you who are here. Are you aware of how you have had a feeling of being born anew? And what does that look like for you in this time? Because, you know, again, that's an innocence. And I think sometimes when things don't seem like they're solid, that there's this tendency to not be able to feel what's happening to you. But if you feel into being born anew, what is that in you that is new right now? What is it that you really know has been birthed in you? And remember, this card, it says awakened, not awakening, awakened.
Mhm.
So we are awakened. We're still learning a lot of what that means, but we are here present as an awakened being in form. And that's really important in this time that we're in.
Mhm. And to remember your contribution,
Yes,
whatever it be, is important.
right.
And and that means you're not, you are focused on what you being just who you are, and radiating that out into the world.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. The color card is strength in blue. Last week we had um, lesson in blue, I noticed. And this week we're having strength in blue. This came through. Your strength in blue allows you to bring things creatively into form. Yay.
Yeah,
When you bring things into form through blue, they come from your true essence, from the spiritual source within you. Your creativity can take many forms: writing, singing, dancing, painting, acting, and more. Just connecting and being with some other person, your energy itself can be creative. You have something to add?
yeah. Part of what I noticed in that chapter on blue was speak the truth in love. And I thought, this is a time that we're learning about that. I also added, because it came into my thoughts, was, but wait for the nudge. you know, Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and speak about something that's true for us instead of just holding that intention until we feel the nudge. And then it's more likely to come from a place of love.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Absolutely true. All right. All right. I think we are now at the place of announcements.
Okay, well, I have a really important announcement. We are launching Color Course 200, and it starts on Tuesday at I believe it's 11. I should have put that in front of me. But anyway, it's a course that we're calling Shifting Your Colors Dimensionally. This course is amazing because you may have worked with the colors that are part of the chakras. Uh, and we have part of what we'll do here is the complementary color therapy that we have. But this goes really beyond that because it takes the colors and connects them with the colors that are in the earth and the colors that are in the cosmos. And then it also shows you dimensionally how those colors are with us as we move into different dimensions. And that is a very different way of experiencing the colors. But when you think about it, we're in this time of evolution of ourselves, and the world is evolving. So the colors are just showing us what they look like and feel like and how they can help us, because they are showing their evolution and how we can be a part of including that. It's like during this course, we infuse our own chakra colors with the colors that are from the earth, the cosmos, and that show up in the dimensions. So I hope that makes sense to you. I have a link. Unfortunately, it's a rather long link, but I am going to put it into uh,
The
the
chat.
the chat so that you can find it. So let me copy this. And I will now take it to the chat.
I really like that.
So now you can just, I don't know, maybe they can't click on that, but try it.
Okay, I'll try it and see.
And then if not, you can copy it.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, so does it click when you?
No.
Yeah, okay. So the other thing you can do is go to transformationaltools.com and look for in the menu for upcoming um, events, and it will be in there. And what you're taken to here is our page that tells you all about the course. And it's a really special thing that we're doing this time. This course, the last time we gave it was $299. But in the times we're in, we just wanted to do something different. So what it is it's $70, and it includes a, um, the Vortal, which is our community, that a subscription to our community. So, oh, somebody said it must be a winter race. Said she clicked on it and took her there. So
Okay, maybe it's just me because I'm in here.
yeah. So good. That's good.
Yeah.
But you will find out everything about that. But this is an opportunity also to send this to other people that you think might be interested, and they maybe will be excited to be part of the Vortal community as well. So and for those that are already in the Vortal community, it's just $60 and it's a 6-week course, and it tells you in that link the dates and the time, and it is on Zoom. And if you can't come at the time we've set it out for, you will be able to follow it on the course itself, and then you will be getting each week's uh, recording so that you can be right where the rest of us are. Okay, and so let's see. The other thing I wanted to do is to say, for people that are taking that course, it's really important that they have the color cards. So again, you can go to transformationaltools.com/oracle-cards. And I think I have that link as well. And I will put that up there. So this is where you can find both the color cards and the luminaries.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I have for now. So I guess we're ready for our
Readings.
live readings. Yes.
Yeah. Today we're going to do things just a smidge different. Arlene's going to be doing the luminaries, and I'm going to be doing the color cards.
Yay.
So our first person up is Winter Ray.
Okay. Let's see what's up for Winter Ray. Oh, this is a beautiful one. Let me take this out of here so that you'll be able to see. So, whoops.
Oops. Ah,
I love this one. This is gosh, I go
illumination.
illumination. This is one that teaches us to send out our by my throat. Excuse me. Okay, it teaches us to be able to send out our illumination, our light, our the color that we have in our energy field. And that really makes a difference. And its number is 12, which is a
Mhm.
very important number. It's 10 is like finishing something, and then when you get into 11 and 12, it's a really high frequency. Um, and what I am getting from this one is it says acknowledge the light. Acknowledging the light that you see in here allows inner divine magnificence and outer divine source to be embraced. So as you accept this light within yourself, this will begin to move out from you. And then it says individual illumination then grows through gratitude for the love found in the light and from remembering that we were birthed from the light. Others observe this bright essence. Those who see this light turn to acknowledge their own core. This universal brilliance expands. Can you imagine, Winter Ray, shining that out, and without you saying a word, someone else picks up on that, and that automatically allows them to begin to see their own light inside of them. We become, I've talked about the word influencer. We become influencers through that light that emanates from us, and this is what we're called to do. So set that card aside and be with that this week, Winter, and have it remind you to that your light is shining. And the more that you are in gratitude, the more that you are recognizing your soul power, the brighter that light is.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And your color card, you might have to hold this one. I've got to figure out how to reverse my words here.
Yeah.
It's the lesson in gold. Lesson in gold. And it says, what you're learning now will soon become your strength. So maybe the learning is how to um, shine your light even brighter, how to focus on that and just beam it out when you're out there. And that's, um, we talked about gratitude. That to me, that's a good way to start anyway, to be getting that going. Um, I'm always shopping, so I think about that when I'm shopping. It's like, what energies am I putting out? So, and gold remembers that beautiful color, that's so high high frequency. And when you do that, it's the strength says that you become willing to change, spiritually strong, and you celebrate life.
So let's look at that.
Mm-hmm. Willing to change.
Well, it's celebrate life is right there with the shining
Mm-hmm.
of your own light out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we all can learn from that. But that
Mhm.
was for you, Winray.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Sandra is next.
Okay. Okay. Integrity. So,
Mhm.
yeah, integrity is really about bringing home any parts of you that are still not a really part of your energy field or your total soul. So the frequencies of the numbers are 8 and 64. And let me get to that page and I'll look at what we've got beside
Mhm.
that. But what I'm getting is I always think of integrity as wholeness. So if there's anything, Sandra, that you feel is not part of your wholeness yet, I really encourage you to do some journaling with that part of yourself to find out why it has not come in and become part of your wholeness. And that emerald doorway that's in the center there is like uh, these parts of you that are looking down around there are ready to go through the emerald doorway. A lot of you is already there on the other side, but it feels like there's just one or two stragglers. And so you want to go to them and have a conversation with them and invite them to go through this emerald doorway. And that's into going into the wholeness of who you are. And part of that wholeness is our soul power. When we have all aspects of ourself together in one place and we are focused on our inner soul, um, that really makes it the soul power really strong, because there's no things that are sitting out there outside of it.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, with that is lesson in indigo. And it says, trust what you know. Trust what you know. And this might have some indication of what or where your inquiry might lead you, because this is a very, very high connection to source. And I, with your journaling and stuff, maybe you will come into some realization along the lines of your intuitive self and the wisdom that you carry from your ancestors, and some ancient wisdom that might be there for you. Maybe that hasn't been quite allowed to be expressed or welcomed, but just see if that's part of it. And it could just be on being in your intuitive self more often. I'm not sure, but that's a good place to look.
So she's saying her dislocated hip prevents her chakras from flowing correctly. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the course we're going to do, Sandra, would be really helpful for you in that. But also, it's more about these parts of you need to feel welcome to come into the wholeness of who you are. And I don't think that there's anything really holding them up. It's just they are waiting for you to come to them.
Well, that would fit with the indigo for
Yep,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah, just kind of like, we're ready.
Yeah. Bring the rest of
Are
us
you? Well, and where you when you have it as a strength, you get into your intuition is turned on, and that ancient wisdom can come through for you. So beautiful, good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, Will says he had the same cards last week as Wintry got this week, and they were great.
Uh,
I can vouch for that. All right, um, Will is next.
Will is next.
Yeah.
Okay. Will. This one is such a wonderful card. And it includes, look at all the colors, and that one's called Ecstasy, and its frequency of the number is 13. And I don't know, when I think of ecstasy, it's like allowing every part of you, all of your senses to be present so that you're experiencing everything right now in this moment. And that means if there's something that's up and you're not happy about something, you feel that, and then you allow the colors to help you shift that. So you are just such a vibrant being, and this card really shows how many colors are really loving being part of your energy field. So um, love them up. they,
Yeah.
they really want you to recognize them and dance with them. So,
And to add to that, you have strength in indigo.
oh my goodness.
You're already tapping into that ancient wisdom and your intuition. I would call this like you're riding in the clouds. But you could, yeah, that's there to help you to enjoy this time of ecstasy.
There's one card, I can't remember which one. It says ride the wave with ease. So that's what
Mhm.
I was, this whole thing of indigo and the ecstasy, just ride that wave because that is just like a, I don't know, it's a gift.
That's that's what it feels like to me too.
Yeah.
It's like saying you did good.
Yeah.
Enjoy this. I can dance with that and those colors. You bet. You bet. All right, Marianne. Marianne, it's nice to see you back.
Yes, very much so. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm,
This one is called Presence. Presence is really amazing because one of the things it says in the book is that your presence is here and there. It's as close as you'll allow it to be. And so what I really am feeling is that there are some ways in which maybe you are not entirely allowing presence to be here. And presence is really the divine energy of love. And it's all of that we think of as the source, and that it becomes the presence that is around you. And then sometimes that presence is your guides, and it's like they just want you to relax, open up, and allow presence to be with you, because it's not like it's going to force itself on you. It's that you have to have that openness to it. What do you get with from that, Leslie?
well, I got the all around you part, and guides too. I don't know if I mean, what kind of guides or anything you have, but um, synchronicities can be an acknowledgement too. When something pops up and you're just like, oh my goodness, look at that! It all happened at the same time, or that kind of thing. So that's guidance as well. Um, yeah, presence. Having had this card several times, it really invites you to be very present and says, we're right here with you. It's like a companionship almost, because it's like, don't forget, presence is here with you always. And you can tap into that in a flash, and sometimes we need to just stop and get there. You know. Her card is strength in indigo.
I knew it was.
It's
Oh, that's not indigo. That's
not indigo. Magenta is what I meant.
magenta. But indigo is part of that card, and I
That is
felt
part of the
indigo.
card
So
itself.
I think they're both supposed to be there.
Yeah, both together.
And that was strength, right?
Strength in magenta.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm putting up both of them here.
Okay. Yeah, because the indigo is already in presence.
Yeah.
Very strongly. So um, compassionate and healing is the colors of the magenta strength. And so while you are I don't know, this seems different, but I feel like when you are in that presence this week, you are building your capacity for compassion and for healing both yourself and others.
Whoa, I get that too. Whoa.
It's like
Yeah.
you're actually building it, you're growing it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I can really feel that too.
Oops.
Just like
Awesome.
boom, boom, boom. All right. That's it. As far as, oh, Zach. Zach showed up. All right. Yes, our list is open. Okay. So,
Hi, Zach.
yeah, glad to see you back.
All right, so I'm going to pick a card for Zach. Well, this is interesting because this is the one of the ones that came up when
Oh,
we were looking at the cards for this is the one for this week.
yeah.
Zach, this one's called, isn't it? Yeah.
Awaken.
Yeah, Awakened. And let me find that in
Yeah,
here.
page
And
30.
it's the numbers 4 and 9. Can you put that one up,
Yeah,
Leslie?
I was way at the end of my pack.
All right. So, one of the things I pointed out, Zach, when we looked at this one for this week, is it says awakened. It doesn't say awakening. So, what you want to do is look at what part of you is really awakened and is really present. Because in that awakened part, that's where your soul power is. And it's where it can also be a little bit of daunting if things are coming up and you're awakening and become awakened to who you are, and that's a lot sometimes to take in. And I want to read this part to you. Rub your sleep filled eyes awaken from behind a veil of forgetfulness. You are born anew, transformed, empowered, and ready to serve in a world that has come of age. So, Zach, look at that. Are you recognizing that you are born anew, transformed, empowered, and ready to serve in a world that has come of age? And boy, do we need you and everybody else, because it looks like, from everything that I can tell, that we're in a preparation time, and after the first of the year, we're all going to be needed because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and people are going to be figuring out that I don't know, a lot of things, and it's going to be hard on them. And then we need to be present to help all of those that are just wakening up to what is real and what's not real.
So I want you to notice that the different colors in here. Of course, there's yellow, which is about how it's in our solar plexus, which is how people see us and how we see them. And beautiful pink rockets of desire that we put out there, and that's what we'd love to see. And putting that energy out there. There's also turquoise, which is your high heart, your expression of love, and there's lime green in there, and that's what card came up for you.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Was it a strength or a lesson?
A lesson.
Okay.
So the lesson in lime green says use your power with integrity. And you'll notice that the magenta, that compassion, is its complement. This color is located between your solar plexus and your heart. It's like right at the top of the ribs. And it's about the yellow and the green that are kind of together. So it's asking you to bring your heart into what you do, into who you are, into how you perceive people out there and how they perceive you. And and that's you in your truth. Okay, so I know you have more to say about lime green too.
I do. I was just thinking, Zach, that what part of what I'm getting for you is that you're already an influencer in many ways, but one of the things that you need to look at is, um, are you putting out your soul power? Are you putting out who you truly are? And it's important to do that because other people really pick up on the power of who you are, and you want it to be your soul power. You want it to be everything that is so real in you. And that means you got to stay present. You got to pay attention and ask yourself, where am I coming from? Am I coming from my inner self, or am I coming from old stuff? Because this is really a time when we're asked to be there in the who we really are. So, yeah, can't get enough of lime green. Yes, I agree, Will.
Yeah, I agree too.
So, Zach, let us know if that resonates for you in the journey that you're on.
Hmm.
Well, we're really happy to have all of you here. Remember to invite others that you think might be uh, like to be a part of this, because you all just make such a wonderful energy for people to be, and
Hmm.
that's what's really needed now. And they can feel like they're supported and that they have the ability to also support others with their energy. So be sure and bring along anybody else, and also share the link for our course that's coming up.
Yes, yes, it's going to be fun.
Yes.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. We will say goodbye for now, and
Mhm.
we'll see you next week.
Yes. Bye,